Hello everyone. I'm Brian and I am back, and today I have a review to do for you, and this is something that I haven't seen on Amazon yet. I haven't seen a review for this particular one. A review of the Mato Hash Shemagh. Now, I like Shemaghs. I personally don't care what they're supposed to symbolize. To me, it is a really versatile survival tool and something that you can use whether you're bugging out in a survival situation or just kind of to use it, because in the south it gets very hot here, and these things are really useful. But basically, in this review, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to show you guys kind of an up close on the quality of this Shemagh, and give you guys an idea on whether this is something you'd want to buy or not. I know there aren't a lot. Well, there's no YouTube review actually showing this, and it's frustrating. Now, this is one that I just bought from them, a new one. I wanted one that was a bit bigger than a normal Shemagh because I wanted something that would give me more layers in the winter. So I bought their Jumbo Shemagh, and this thing is huge. And it's still unrolling. It is 75 inches by 38 inches. So it's huge. And I was a little concerned about buying one so large because I wasn't sure how the quality would work out. But I'm actually pretty pleased with it. Let me see if I can show you guys this up close. Let me see if it'll actually show you. Now, it is see-through to a degree. Overall, I'm actually pretty happy with it as far as Shemaghs go. I wish that they would sew this. Let me show you guys the knot here. There's the knot. And you can see it's really well done down here. You don't have it coming apart or anything like that. So I am honestly a little bit surprised with the quality of the Mato Hash Shemagh. I know there are some reviews talking about how bad they are and how much they fall apart and everything else, but I haven't had any issues with it. It came really well, or it came in well. It didn't have any major flaws or anything like that to it. One thing that I do want to note for you guys, though, if you are going to be buying one of these, a lot of people complain that the black stitching becomes loose. I just want to clarify something for you guys. See if I can show it to you. It does get a little loose, but that's not a problem. A lot of people try to look at these like a normal piece of cotton, and they try to base it on that, but it's not. It's basically a woven piece of cotton, and the actual black texturing, the patterning, if you will, is just interwoven into the base fabric. So let me see if I can, I don't know if I can show you guys an example of it, but this brown right here, this is the base fabric, alright? And do you notice how you can't really see through the black parts as well? That's because the black thread is just interwoven in the spaces between the brown threads. So if you take all the black threading out, the Shemagh itself is still going to be intact. It's not going to make a difference to the structural integrity of the fabric. So the way I look at it is, all Shemaghs do this with the loose black on the top, or the loose pattern fiber, and all of them do it. Even the really high-end expensive ones do it. So in my opinion, it's just the nature of a Shemagh. It's what they are. So when you're looking at buying a Shemagh, any Shemagh, and people are complaining about the black parts becoming loose, or whatever the patterning colors happen to be, don't really pay attention to those, because it doesn't make a difference in the way the Shemagh functions, and it's pretty much the standard, it's the norm. It's not intended to be really tight, because these are supposed to be loose and breathe. And if you went and made all these black fibers really tight, all you're going to end up with is adding a whole bunch more fabric and making it hotter than it needs to be. So with these being loose, it helps things to breathe a little bit more than if you had a really thick piece of fabric wrapped around your neck. Now, that's my little tidbit to you guys if you're actually looking for Shemagh is basically, again, those little black fibers are going to end up getting loose. That's not a problem. What you should be doing is paying attention to that weave. If that weave is loose, if the base weave has runs in it, if the strings are not equally spaced, you know, things of that nature, or at least as close as possible for something that's pretty much handmade, that's when you're looking at something that isn't a good quality. And as you can see, mine is pretty, you know, this one is pretty well done. I haven't been able to find any serious problems with it. Durability is there. It hasn't looked like it's going to fall apart on me. I've washed it a couple of times already, hand washed it and line dried it, so I haven't seemed to have any problems with any of that. Now, washing tip: do not wash it in a washing machine and do not dry it in a dryer. These things will shred if you put them in a washing machine, and they will shrink to half their size if you try to put them in a dryer. So hand washing is required and line drying is required if you want to maintain the integrity of the Shemagh. Now, I'm not going to get into how to tie it and everything else in this video, simply because that's a whole different video. So if you guys want to see that, go ahead and hit subscribe, and I'll show you guys my ways of tying up a Shemagh for the different purposes that I use them for. Now let me go ahead and give you a nice close-up view once again here. I don't know how well you can see it because the camera is blocked. Let me try to get in a nice close look here on the Shemagh fabric. As you can see, it's all pretty well done, nice and even. None of it came with any problems. I didn't have runs in it or loose threading all over the place or anything like that, so the one I got was really good. But again, it's the Mato, M-A-T-O, and Hash, H-A-S-H, Shemagh. They come in a huge number of different colors and different sizes. I think their standard is 42 by 42. This one is a 75 by 38. So you can get pretty much any kind you want from them. The price is going to range about $10 to about $15. The really big ones are $14.99, and the standard sizes range from 11 to 12. Simply because, you know, if you want the camoed patterning and stuff like that, the price goes up and down based on that. But overall quality, I'm very impressed with it, very happy with it. It's definitely on the higher end of other types of Shemaghs that I've seen. So, to be brutally honest, this is definitely a very good quality Shemagh. There are better quality Shemaghs on the market. One of them being the Hirbawi, which I'll be doing a review on in a little bit. I don't want to oversaturate you with Shemagh reviews, but I'll be doing a review on the Hirbawi soon enough, and that one is definitely a higher quality Shemagh, but it's also going to cost you twice as much. So it's price versus quality, and in my opinion, if you're just looking for a general purpose Shemagh, this is definitely something that you're going to want to pick up and take a look at yourselves. So there you go. I'll give you guys one last view of the Shemagh here, and I'll go ahead and say goodbye. Hope you guys can see that. Alright, I'll talk to you guys later, and as always, if you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe. Bye bye.